I know what the word schmuck means, which is...
No, but do you know what the word l'chaim means?
No.
You don't?
I'm only half Jewish, Sir Alan.
So why'd you put on here you're a good Jewish boy? Was it there to impress me? Was it some kind of thing for me to sympathise with you, treat you a little bit differently? Or something?
No, I'm not that way inclined.
So what'd you put it there for, then? You either are or you aren't.
I'm half Jewish.
OK. Do you know what? I think this team is totally out of control. It's the people that made the mistakes in buying the products that I can just point at, or I can point at the team leader. Be under no illusion. There's no rule, no written rule that says I don't have to just get rid of one person here. There's 3 terrible mistakes here. I don't give a shit. I'll fire 3 of you if I have to today. I'll fire the whole bloody 5 of you if I have to. Don't bother me at all. It's up to you. You open your bloody mouth, or I just make some quick decisions now.
Sir Alan, can I speak up then? Let me just take a moment to say I'll be the first to, put my hands up if I've made a mistake in business, and I hold my hands up.
Can we find another expression for this boardroom about putting your hands up, please?
I made a mistake in bartering for the, for the pottery.
And the bedspread also.
I'm going to come on to that, yeah. On the bedspread, I truly believe that if Claire hadn't interrupted me on the negotiation...
So it's her fault, then?
Alex,
the 60 quid is down to her, is it?
I agree. It was very difficult to keep Claire quiet through a negotiation.
Do you hold her responsible for the 60 quid loss?
I do hold her responsible, absolutely.
OK. I understood we were doing a boyfriend-girlfriend role play.
When we went into the place that sold the bedspreads, you actually said to me, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stay quiet. And then I was halfway through it, and you just
couldn't help yourself.
Couldn't
help yourself.
I don't think it was my fault. And
did you stand up in the middle of my negotiation? Well, that's the problem.
Did you interfere in their negotiation?
But I thought that was agreed.
This boyfriend-girlfriend thing, I don't even know...
Sorry, I thought it was agreed.
I've got a picture there. What do you want to say?
So, very quickly, I don't want to...
It doesn't have to be quickly. You can, just make it concise and precise, but you can say as much as you want.
Right. I would like to say that in terms of sales and negotiating, which hasn't, I think, been looked upon, that I did a pretty damn good job in that task.
Apart from the chicken?
Apart from the chicken fiasco, I negotiated, I think, one of the best deals, if not the best deal of the day.
On what?
On the cowhide, which I got down from 2,500 to 834.
Sorry, weren't we working as a team, and wasn't that my negotiation?
Yeah, I think we both contributed towards that.
£51 equivalent, approximately.
OK, and then from the cactus...
Just as a matter of interest, the first team got it for £15.
OK.
There's an awful lot of eye going on there, and essentially, I'd like to go back to the chicken article, Sir Alan. I wanted to confirm when the guy was nodding his head and we were saying kosher, that he actually understood what we were saying, because at this point I felt that I needed to double check, and it was actually Michael that told me that everything was absolutely fine, and with his Jewish roots I felt that he would understand.
That's an absolute lie. That is an absolute lie. How could you sit there like that and lie?
Meaning of the word kosher.
When did you know about his Jewish connections then?
I've always known that he's from a Jewish background.
But a few moments ago you didn't even know that kosher was associated with Jewish,
did you?
Which is so now you didn't know it. You still didn't know it in the boardroom here till I raised the issue, and now you're telling me that you did know what it was because you were relying upon his Jewish connection. Don't sound right to me somehow.
I said to you 5 minutes before we went there, OK, that I did not understand the full meaning behind kosher, and you said to me that you had a better understanding of that word. Is that not true?
I said...
Is that not true?
No, I didn't say that, Michael.
You're a liar.
I said I believed it to be when you cut a chicken's neck and let the blood drain out of it, because I was confused between kosher and halal.
You know about all these things.
A
moment ago you didn't know anything. Now you know. Talk about chickens, like headless chickens I've got here.
Whose idea was it to persuade the tennis racket shop not to string Alpha's tennis rackets?
That was my idea, Margaret.
And you tried to bribe them, I think, did you?
We did take some money out and ask them if they would not string the other tennis rackets, as we thought that we would be able to win.
Bit of a cheap shot, wasn't it?
It was a cheap trick in hindsight, and we thought it may gain us an advantage.
Do you know what? Normally, I would ask the team leader to bring 3 people in. I'd like you all to get outside and sit and reflect. So get out. At the start, I thought she was a real contender, would go all the way. You know, she was bright, articulate. But as time has gone on, I think there's a sort of a element of dishonesty about it. And this final tennis racket thing, that's a dirty, cheap little sabotage trick, isn't it?
This is all brand new to me. I didn't know that you two had done the racket and had done this. And you've stayed quiet all day, knowing that I've been worried on the plane back.
The thing about these tasks and this competition is to find out what we are really like. And I've been quite shocked.
I did what I thought was right for the team.
To cheat, Michael.
She claims she didn't know about kosher, then she becomes the foremost bloody authority on it, and then turns on people when she realises she's under pressure.
You may be glory hunting at the moment and you may be fighting for your chance to stay in the competition, but I believe that you should be honest about the things that I have done.
Right, send the 5 of them in, please, Francis. You've got a clear vision in your minds as to why you think you should stay here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who wants to speak first?
When Michael and I went out and began negotiating, it worked brilliantly on the first particular negotiation. It went to pot in the second negotiation.
What, the chicken one?
Yes, it did, Sir Alan.
This is the one which you didn't know anything about.
When Michael was telling me to ask for halal meat and that we should be saying thank you to Allah, I thought that he had...
Thank you
to Allah.
What, for a kosher chicken?
Yes. I thought that he must have some understanding because he was so passionate about what he was...
You know what? It seems to me that you hang on every word that I say and then turn it on your colleagues. You have changed your story on the kosher argument and then tried to place the blame on your teammate who you were running around with. No good. No good. Sorry, same old story. Jenny, you're fired. Goodbye. Right, who's next?
I'm absolutely shocked that I've been the one that's got fired, and Michael, who behaved inappropriately, was bending the rules throughout the course of the task and then sat up in the boardroom and lied, is the one that's got to stay. I'm absolutely amazed.
With this task, I said openly what my mistakes were. I did the best I could to rectify them, and
You're
I
out
did.
of control. You can't read, you can't get green, you don't know what a kosher chicken is.
I can actually read, and
Well, you can't. I gave you a dossier, you can't read, you didn't pay any attention to detail,
do you know what,
did
Sir
you?
Alan? I didn't pay attention to detail, but I never give up. And I can guarantee I'll not make the same mistake again.
I'll guarantee you won't make the same mistake again. He may be not giving you the opportunity of staying here. What you got to say?
Sir Alan, I just wanted to say that I made a horrific mistake with this whole kosher business.
Do you know, Michael?
Yeah.
You seem to have adopted a kind of, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to admit all my mistakes, right?
No, I just don't like
Maybe you are one big mistake.
No, there's things that I've done here that have been absolutely brilliant. I just don't like to make... I'm not a flash about it, that's what I mean to say.
Over to you.
I went out, I gave it 100%.
You were very good in the first task, even though you lost. I like the way you spoke up for yourself. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that for the last 6 weeks.
Sir Alan, I'm not subdued, I'm full of beans. I'm more passionate about doing this than I've done anything in my life before.
So who should be fired then?
My opinion?
Yeah.
Well, as I said
Be
before...
bold.
You know, I don't believe you should interrupt anyone's negotiation. Claire interrupted mine, so
Right, you're
personally,
saying Claire, then,
I would
You're saying
personally
Claire,
fire her
right,
for
Claire,
doing that.
speak up.
I think Jen should be fired because
Why?
ultimately there was too many mistakes. She bought 2 items which were wrong. She had the list of items in her pocket and didn't check it. And I think there's got to be some accountability for the project manager.
Sir Alan, if you go out with Claire on a task ever in your life, it's like working with a Tasmanian devil. She is so uncontrollable.
Claire was a fantastic project manager when she looked after me, and in my opinion, Jen should be fired.
You didn't work with her for the whole day, Michael.
Can I give an example where I disagreed with you? You said, I want to go back and take the items back, which potentially could take an hour, and then I'll go with the rug. And I said, can I make a suggestion that you do the rug first and then do the items? And you went,
no,
okay,
I didn't
fine.
go.
Well, you did, but is that
No,
what...
I didn't. No, I didn't. Anne,
Jen,
I said,
I wasn't
that's
there
a very
to
good
undermine you.
point. I said, that's...
But you brought 2 things which were wrong.
Okay.
You brought